I want to go to another poll, actually. This is a good one for you, Gleeso. 1 in 7 Australians say that climate change is the most important issue for them at the last federal election. It moved their vote. This is according to a survey from the Australian National University. So if it's 1 in 7, that means 6 out of 7 Australians didn't rate it as an important issue, even though the zealots tell us that it is. This research was based on a telephone survey, online survey of 2,000 Australians. It says Australians want to see action on climate change, but not so much if it incurs a significant personal cost to them. What do you make of this?
Well, it's the economy, stupid, isn't it? The old Bill Clinton quote back in the 90s. I mean, I think climate change, as much as I acknowledge that we need to save the planet, we need to, hit our renewable targets, our Paris Agreement targets, that is important. But I think it's the most overrated issue in politics right now. It is an echo chamber for Twitter. It is a haven for the far left, the pinko lefties. And you only got to look at what happened in the seats of Flynn and Capricornia and Herbert and Dawson at the last election, where they saw climate change and they saw Bill Shorten's renewable targets and the fact that he turned his back on coal as an issue that would affect their jobs. And the same thing will apply at the next election unless the left of the Labor Party excises itself from this crazy debate around renewables. Morrison will win Queensland seats and Hunter seats as well.
Right, I want to go quickly, God help Victoria, Chris, down here in Victoria. Melbourne's in uproar tonight over news that they're starting hotel quarantine again, third time lucky, we hope. 800 international passengers per week. That's big numbers for Melbourne. They haven't got it right to date. That's a big risk. Start to arrive in the state from the 8th of April. This is a study into fixing the program. It'll be tested, apparently, people coming in 4 times during their stay in quarantine. The acting Premier James Merlino made the announcement today. I don't know if I don't have a lot of confidence, Chris.
No, either do I. And this infatuation with various strains and how contractable some of the strains are, and this overstress on the air conditioning systems in hotels, that seems to be their newfound realisation. Go to Alan Chang's review. Alan Chang said the problem we have is that no one wants to take a responsibility or be in charge of particular parts of hotel quarantine. No one wants to be in charge of contact tracing, he said. This is why no one was in charge of appointing security guards to run hotel quarantine in the first place, because this is the bureaucratic socialist Victoria kind of approach to running anything. All care, but no responsibility. Not my fault. I'm not in charge. Until they get that right, they've got Buckleys of making this work.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. There's no sense in Victoria that they've remedied the issues of the past. And there's, a lot of concern given the climate in Victoria. We've seen overseas, as soon as they head back into winter, they get their second, third and fourth waves. Well, Victoria is in that boat, and that's the real worry. We're not like you in Queensland, Gleeso. Got to leave it there, gentlemen. Chris Smith, Peta Credlin, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Peter.
See you, Peter.